Make in India, promoting indigenization, an update. As we all know, the flagship program of the new government under Prime Minister Narendra Modi is Make in India initiative. It was launched on September 25th, 2014 by the Prime Minister himself, and the Department of Industrial Promotion and Policy is the nodal agency for executing Make in India program. The Make in India program is basically to encourage multinational as well as domestic companies to manufacture their products in India. The main emphasis here is to attract capital and technological investment in the country. The major objective behind the initiative is the focus on job creations and skill enhancement. High quality standards and minimizing the impact on the environment are included in the main aims and objectives of this program. As many as 25 different sectors of the economies have been identified for the Make in India initiative. These sectors, as you can see, the automobiles, automobile components, aviation, biotechnology, chemicals, construction, defense manufacturing, electrical machinery, electronic systems, food processing, IT, business process management, etc., etc. The list is there on the screen. The Make in India initiative even covers different food items across different regions of the country. They are also covered under this initiative in a big way. For example, Arisa Pita of Odisha, Gustaba of Kashmir, chicken curry of Punjab, Khakra and Khandavi of Gujarat, bamboo steamed fish, vada and medu vada of Karnataka, khaja and inarsa of Bihar, and kebab of Uttar Pradesh, puran poli of Maharashtra have been also selected as traditional foods to be promoted in this campaign. Now, 100% FDI is permitted in all the above sectors except for space where it is limited to 74%, defense 49% and news media 26%. An investor facilitation cell has been set up by the government and it will act as the first reference point for guiding foreign investors. The Ministry of Home Affairs gives all the security clearance to investment proposals within 3 months, and answers for business queries can be obtained through a web portal. Now let us see the details of vision of Make in India initiatives. One is the increasing manufacturing. Presently, the share of manufacturing has been stagnating at approximately 16% of our GDP since 1990s. Make in India now aims to increase the share of manufacturing in the country GDP from 16% to 25% by 2022. This will create as many as 100 million additional jobs and to make the country a manufacturing hub. The second biggest initiative under the Make in India is the fostering innovation, protecting intellectual property and enhancing skill development. This initiative is designed to facilitate investment, foster innovation, enhance skill development, and same time it will protect intellectual property. It seeks to build the best in the class of manufacturing infrastructure. It also aims to create appropriate skills among rural migrants and the urban poor for inclusive growth in order to increase the domestic value addition and technological depth in manufacturing to enhance the global competitiveness of the Indian manufacturing sector. Zero defect and zero effect signifies a production mechanism wherein products have no defects and the process through which the product is made has a zero adverse environmental and ecological effects. It also aims to prevent products developed in India from being rejected by the global market. By this way, we are also developing a brand India globally. Building physical infrastructure is another important area. In this, the initiative focuses on building physical infrastructure as well as creating a digital network in order to make India a global hub for manufacturing goods, which would range from cars to software, satellites to submarines, pharmaceuticals to ports, and paper to power, a wide range of products and a fairly ambitious products. In this context, the Ministry of Railways will be playing a major role as a big transport infrastructure sector. The Ministry of Railways signed a formal agreement with Alstom and GE Transport worth $400 billion to set up locomotive manufacturing factories in Madhepura and Marwara in Bihar. Huawei, a multinational company, is to open a new research and development campus in Bengaluru. A big international giant, Qualcomm, is starting Design in India program to help mentor up to 10 Indian hardware companies. These companies have the potential to come up with innovative solutions and reach higher scale. As a part of the program, the company will set up an innovative laboratory in Bangalore, and it will provide technical and engineering support to the selected companies. Similarly, Micromax is going to set up a new manufacturing units in Rajasthan, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, and the cost is estimated to be around 300 crore rupees. The plants will begin functioning from 2016 onwards, and they are expected to employ 3,000 to 3,500 people each. Japan is also proposing to set up a $12 billion fund for Make in India related projects, and it is called as Japan India Make in India, and it is a very special finance facility. Chinese smartphone maker Xiaomi will also set up a manufacturing plant in the country. Cell phone manufacturers Vivo Mobile India begins manufacturing smartphones at a plant in Greater Noida, and this plant is employing 2,200 people, fairly big number. Further, Ford company is also going to open a 6,000 crore rupees factory in India, and so also the Sony and Samsung will also start manufacturing their articles in India. Government has announced a liberalization in defense purchases and defense procurement procedures. Contract manufacturing giant Foxconn, the manufacturer of Apple iPhones, is also setting up 10 to 12 facilities in India, and they would be expected to spend about $5 billion on factories and also on research and development in India. Uber company, for example, which is a service company, has also announced an investment of $1 billion to build a network in India. Now let us further see what is the progress made in various sectors and areas in the Make in India initiative. Between September 2014 and November 2015, as according to the government sources, the Government of India has received 1.2 lakh crores worth of proposals from various companies interested in manufacturing electronics in India. Nearly 25% of the smartphones shipped in the country are now made in India. This percentage was supposed to be only 20% last year. Now, another important area is the foreign direct investment. This foreign direct investment between 2014, that is October 2014 to May 2015, has gone up by 40%. That is, it has gone up by $24 billion from the same period year earlier. The net investment by foreign institutional investors, that is FIIs, or simply the money coming through financial market, was $41 billion in the fiscal March of 31st March 2015 last year, and this amount is 7 times more now as compared to the previous year of 2014. The industrial production is also on the rise. According to the Ministry of Labour and Employment, for July, employment generation has increased by 118%, and as many as nearly 3 lakh jobs have been created between July and December 2014. And during the same period in 2013, it was only 1.26 lakhs jobs that were created. Akash is the first indigenously built supersonic surface air-to missile, and this missile is capable of targeting unmanned aerial vehicles, enemy helicopters and aircrafts, and it would be from a range of 25 kilometers. It is one of the 5 core missile systems of the Integrated Guide Missile Development Program. It's a great success story of the Make in India initiative, and almost 92% of the total cost of this Akash surface-to-air missile was sourced within India itself. Bharat Electronics Limited, that is BEL, was the nodal agency, and it supplied major subsystems. Next important defense item was INS Vikrant, a indigenously built aircraft carrier. This is yet another milestone in the INS Vikrant because it has only 90% of the bodywork and about 50% of the propulsion system, and 30% of the weaponry is made in India. Another one of the indigenous designed stealth guided missile destroyer INS Kochi was also commissioned in December 2015. One of the important health sector initiative was a vaccine called Rotavac. Rotavac is indigenously developed and manufactured vaccine. Rotavac is the first indigenously developed manufacturing vaccine which has boosted our efforts to combat infant mortality due to diarrhea. Rotavac has been developed under a joint collaboration between India and United States. Make in India has not been a smooth affair. There has faced many impediments. Our ailing infrastructure scenario and different logistics facilities pose a big hindrance for our country to achieve an elite status as a global manufacturing hub. Coupled with the other factors are our archaic labor laws and lethargic bureaucracy. India ranks low on the ease of doing business index. Labor laws in the country are still not conducive. Skill development is another area of concern. Unlike in Korea, Japan and Germany, which have about 80% of skilled population, we in India have only 12% of the population. The present government has already created a Ministry of Entrepreneurship to boost job creation in the country. It aims to train and develop as many as 12 lakh youth to enter the market every year. The labor reforms and policy reforms, which are fundamental to the economic growth, have to be therefore implemented properly. To conclude, Make in India is a noble initiative which is in a very initial stage of its development, but it has created ripples all over the globe. Make in India is an ambitious project. All-out efforts are being made to make it a reality so that the Make in India initiative does not remain a slogan but a mission to be accomplished by a single-minded commitment about the new processes.